Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss the franchising, types of franchising, benefits of buying a franchise, the drawbacks of buying a franchise, franchising and the law, the right to buy a franchise, trends shaping franchising, and then the references. Franchising, a system of distribution in which semi-independent business owners, franchisees pay fees and royalties to a parent company, franchisor, in return for the right, that is license, to become identified with its trademark, to sell its products or services, and often to use its business format and system. Types of franchising. There are three basic franchising exist in almost every industry: trade name franchising, product distribution franchising, pure franchising. Trade name franchising, a system of franchising in which a franchisee purchases the right license to use the franchisor's trade name without distributing particular products exclusively under franchisor's name. Product distribution franchise, a system of franchising in which a franchisor licenses a franchisee to sell its products under the franchisor's brand name and trademark through a selective and limited distribution network. Pure franchising, a system of franchising in which a franchisor sells a franchisee complete business format and system. Benefits of buying a franchise: a business system, management training and support, brand name appeal, standard quality and goods and services, advertising program and marketing assistance, financial assistance, proven products, processes and business format, centralized buying power, site selection and territorial protection, great chance for success. Benefits of buying a franchise. Let's discuss a little in detail. A business system. The biggest benefit of buying a franchise is gaining access to a business system that has a proven record. Management training and support. Franchisors want to give their franchisee a great chance for success than independent businesses, and offer management training programs to franchisees prior to opening a new outlet. Brand name appeal. A franchisee purchases the right to use well-known and advertised brand name for a product or service. Standardized quality of goods and services. Since a franchisee purchases a license to sell the franchise's products or services and the privilege of using the associated brand name, the quality of goods or services sold is determined by the franchisor's reputation. Advertising program and marketing assistance. An effective advertising program is essential to the success of every franchise operation. Marketing a brand name, product or service across a wide geographic area requires a far-reaching advertising campaign. Financial assistance. Purchasing a franchise can be just as expensive as launching an independent business. In most instances, financial assistance from franchisors takes a form of other than direct loans, leases, or short-term credit. Proven product, processes, and business format. Instead of solely rely on the personal abilities to establish a business, processes, and attract a clientele, a franchisee can depend on method and techniques of an established business. Centralized buying power. A significant advantage of franchise has over an independent small business owner is participation in franchisors' centralized volume buying power, site selection and territorial protection. A proper location is critical to the success of any small business, and franchises are no exceptions. Most franchisors offer franchisees site selection assistance to increase the probability that their outlets will attract sufficient number of customers, reach their break-even points quickly, and generate consistent profits. Great chance for success. Many franchisees are convinced that franchising has been key to their success in business because of the franchisor's business experience along with their managerial skills and motivation. Franchising offers an opportunity to be in business for yourself but not business by yourself. The drawbacks of buying a franchise. Prospective franchisee must understand the disadvantages of franchising before choosing this method of doing business. Franchise fees and ongoing royalties. Strict adherence to standardized operations. Restrictions on purchasing and prices. Limited product line. Contract terms and renewal. Unsatisfactory training program. Market saturation, less freedom. Let's now discuss each one of these points one by one. Franchise fees and ongoing royalties. Almost every franchisor imposes a variety of fees and demands a share of franchisees' sales revenue in return for the use of franchisor's name, products or services, and business system. Sometimes these costs become very difficult for the franchisee to bear. Generally, it costs around rupees 300,000 to almost 200 million. Strict adherence to standardized operations. Although franchisees own their businesses, they do not have autonomy that independent owners have. Franchisers require certain standard procedures to be followed by the franchisee to maintain the image of the franchisor. Restriction on purchasing and prices. In order to meet and maintain the standard, franchisees have to purchase products, special equipment or other items either from the franchisor or approved suppliers. Limited product line. In most cases, the franchise agreement stipulates that the franchisee can sell only those products approved by the franchisor. A franchisee's freedom to adapt a product line to local market conditions is restricted. Contract terms and renewals. Since franchise contract is written by the franchisor's attorney, therefore it is in favor of franchisor. The franchise contract is very important because it governs the franchisor's franchisee relationship over the life of the franchise. Franchisees should understand the terms and conditions under which they may renew their contract. In many cases, a contract renewal fee is to be paid by the franchisee. Unsatisfactory training program. The quality of franchise training program can vary dramatically. Many franchisees think they will get a lot of training, but they find out it's just 1 week crash course. Market saturation. Franchising has become a very fast growing business method. As a result, there is a saturation. Many outlets of the same chain have come very close to each other. Their profit is squeezing down. Less freedom. When franchise contract is signed, the franchisee has to sell franchisors prescribed formula. High independent go my way. Entrepreneurs often are frustrated with basic go by rules philosophy of franchising. Franchising and the law. Franchising disclosure document, a document that every franchisor is required by law to give prospective franchisee before any offer or sale of the franchise. It outlines 23 important pieces of information. The trade regulation rule requires a franchisor to include 23 major topics in its disclosure statement. 1. Information identifying the franchisor and its affiliates and describing the franchisor's business experience and the franchise being sold. 2. Information identifying and describing the business experience of each of the franchise's officers, directors, and managers responsible for the franchise program. 3. A description of the lawsuits in which the franchisor and its officer and managers have been involved. 4. Information about any bankruptcies in which the franchisor and its officers, directors, and managers have been involved. 5. Information about the initial franchise fees and other payments required to obtain the franchise, the intended use of the fees, and the condition under which the fees are refundable. 6. A table that describes all of the other fees that franchisees are required to make after startup, including royalties, service fees, training fees, lease payment, advertising or marketing charges, and others. 7. A table that shows the components of a franchisee's total initial investment. The categories included are pre-opening expenses, the initial franchise fees, training expenses, equipment, opening inventory, initial advertising fees, signs, real estate purchase or lease, equipment, security deposits, business licenses, and other expenses such as legal and accounting fees. 8. Information on quality, requirements of goods, services, equipment, supplies, inventory, and other items used in the franchise and where franchisee may purchase them, including required purchases from the franchisor.